found this club. I'm a new member, as you all know, and my goal here today, and my speech number one, icebreaker, is to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me, and hopefully keep it interesting. How do I keep it interesting? Well, maybe I can make a couple provocative statements, like, I have 3 children. I have no idea who their parents are. Or maybe I could keep your interest by saying that when I was in my 20s, I spent time in prison. So, where does this story begin? It begins right here in Michigan, my hometown, Jackson, Michigan, born 56 years ago, 1956. Let me tell you a little bit about Jackson. Jackson is the birthplace of the Republican Party, founded July 6, 1854. Abraham Lincoln, first Republican president. A couple of interesting people from Jackson, they call it their hometown. Jack Parr, the original talk show host of the original Tonight Show, is from Jackson. Tony Dungy, Indianapolis Colts coach, is from Jackson. He's a year older than I am. We competed against each other. He went to a different high school. He was on the field. I was on the bench. Clearly a great athlete. After high school, I went to Michigan State University, Nebraska this week. See what happens. He graduated in 1978. After college, I joined the banking industry. 1978, and 34 years later, I'm still in the business. I really enjoy it. I feel very fortunate, very lucky that I found a business that liked me, and I like it, and it's been interesting. So I'm a pretty lucky guy from that standpoint. Also after college, I took my degree and trotted over to the Jackson Community College and said, hey, I'm a smart guy now, I got this degree, can I teach some courses? And they said, sure, to my surprise. You're welcome to teach some adult continuing education courses. So I taught Introduction to Business, and I taught a technology course, Introduction to Data Processing. How about that, 1978, 79. So I taught for a few semesters on their campus, and then they asked me, would you be interested in teaching at one of our satellite locations? So they sent me to the State Prison of Southern Michigan, and I taught the inmates there. Fortunately, I got to leave every evening. They did, so I did spend time in prison. As life goes on, education, job, meet somebody, fall in love, get married, and start a family. And I did all of that, except my wife and I weren't able to have children. So we adopted 3 children, and they're 26, 26, and 22 today. And I have no idea who their parents are. Not a clue. My mother and father said. So I'm a pretty lucky guy. Grew up in a nice town, great family, good education, good job, good spouse, good family. Very lucky guy. And if you're interested in sports, I'm not a sports nut, but I've been really fortunate. From a baseball standpoint, I've been to 3 Major League Baseball All-Star games. I've spent 1 hour one-on-one with Bob Feller, one of the greatest players of all time. I got to throw out a first pitch for the Cleveland Indians. Absolutely most nervous I've ever been in my life. It was frightening. I was at the game when Pete Rose broke Ty Cobb's hit record. And I also saw a perfect game pitch. By the way, very boring until the last inning. I'm an avid golfer. I'm not very good at it, but I've been very lucky. I've been to probably 40 or 50 tournaments. I've been to the Masters, the PGA, the U.S. Open, the Ryder Cup, and along the way, we got to meet, literally shake hands, look in the eye, talk to Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Gary Player, Tom Watson, and a host of players from that era. So I'm a really lucky guy. As I close, I want to amplify that I'm really lucky and very fortunate. Obviously, I have a fabulous wife, Terry, and that'll be a whole nother speech, how great she is. But she's been a wonderful addition to my life, and we have a great partnership. I'm really fortunate that she was at my side 6 years ago when I had emergency open heart surgery. We have an artery in our hearts called the left anterior descending artery. For guys, it's called the widowmaker. Because generally when it's blocked, you're dead before you hit the floor. And mine was 99% blocked. In fact, I was training for a triathlon when I was getting this pain. And I had another artery that was 98% blocked. So it wasn't my time. And I'm very lucky to be here. And I'm fortunate to found this club. I'm really lucky and appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.